Well, I try to connect the academic pursuit with what's going on in students' lives and what's going on around them. So, for example, speak about globalization, the first thing I always ask students, where were your clothes made? Ask them to check the labels of each other's t-shirts. And invariably, it's a good way to find out of what you would call global supply chains. So if I speak about global supply chains, it is a slightly unreal academic concern. But if you ask people, where do your clothes come from? Where did your morning cup of coffee come from? Where was it grown? By whom? For what price? How did it get here? How do coffee growers form a cartel to increase their price? What's the role of the big stores like Starbucks? So all of a sudden you can make geography incredibly relevant to their everyday lives. Not only to their everyday lives, but broader concerns. What's happening in Ukraine, Central African Republic? What's happening with wildfires in California? Droughts in the southeast? Connect that to global environmental change. So in other words, geography is one of those subjects that's not unconnected to their present life. In fact, it's the most connected subject to the everyday. So I tried to make it interesting and accessible by making those connections, but also by giving them a sense of both the excitement of this intellectual effort, but also the argumentation. So some of these things are not settled facts. So for example, when I speak about population and food supply, I provide two recent papers, one that says there's, the long-term future is quite rosy in terms of food supply and population, and another one that takes a much more negative view. And I present both views so students can see the arguments and see the competing arguments. So it's not as if I'm giving them revealed truth, but a debate that's ongoing and continual, and that they can have a part in, not only as students understanding what's going on, but as part of an active citizenry.